Welcome to Morning After Grief.
I'm your host Maya,
And I'm your host Kelsey.
and today is a little bit of a different episode. So me and Kelsey have decided to write letters to our dads. We're going to read them out, and then we're going to kind of reflect on them, and then we're going to see where this episode goes.
Shall I start?
Do you want to? Yeah, you can go.
Scary. Okay. Dear Dad, wow, nearly 2 years on. It feels like a lifetime since I heard your voice or touched your hand. So much has changed, but so much has stayed the same. My life has gone on, but my heart stays in that moment with you. I think about you a lot, every day if I'm honest. I find a piece of you in every sunset, in every feather that falls, and in every quiet moment I experience. I wish I had you here, even if that meant you telling me off for not putting my ironing away straight away, or even a little self-love chat, because I guess it was always true what you used to say. There is no love like a dad's love for his daughter, that kind that holds you in moments you need to be held the most. I hope you know now more than ever how much I loved you, how your little girl always felt protected because she had you. This world took the most valuable thing from me, and I'll never truly understand why. I just live each day in hopes you're safe now, sharing your days amongst the angels and people who love you. And if I never really got to say it, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the unconditional love you gave me, because now I know that love is the biggest price you pay in this lifetime. To love someone so deeply that you feel this much pain to be without them. Thank you for believing in me and giving me this life. I love you with every piece of me and more. While I am alive, I promise to make you proud and stand for everything you were. I'll speak your name for as long as I live, keeping your memory alive. Not that that's hard. You made a lasting mark on everyone that you met. Forever your little girl, Kelsey.
Really cute. Really brought me to tears. I'm a bit scared to read mine.
Really scared.
So I said, Dear Daddy, I don't know what I want to start off by saying, but I'll start off by saying that I love you. I know that sounds weird saying it out loud, but I wish I said it more. One thing that sticks with me is when you used to come back from work and cook us the best food ever. We all used to say how much we wish you'd open up your own restaurant. I also remember when you sit downstairs at night and watch your science videos on YouTube and relate it to Islam. There was so much wisdom and power through your words. I miss the times I used to kiss you on your cheek before going up to bed. Oh, God.
You're doing so well.
Oh, God. I miss the times I used to kiss you on your cheek before going to bed. When did that stop? I also remember another time when I had forgot to do it and you said, so I came rushing back. You were and are someone with great character. You were laid back. Oh, God. You were laid back but also strict in your own way. But I'm so happy you got to be my dad. Life has been weird these past 5 months, but it feels like just yesterday we were sat together watching game shows. You never raised your voice, even when you were angry, even when you were hurt. You're the most selfless person I ever got to meet, and I'm so proud to be your daughter. I also want to say that your patience and kindness is something I promise to uphold, to honour you as my father. Time feels like it is at a standstill now that you aren't here. I still expect you to be in your normal seat in the living room when I come back from anywhere. I miss having a guardian and protector in the house. I miss your laugh, and when you'd find something funny and rush to show us all, even if it was the most outrageous thing ever. I find it just so cute because it was so hard sometimes to make you laugh. I wish I could be that little girl again and fall asleep in your bed, and you'd come home from work and put me back into mine. I miss pretending to be asleep only because I was too lazy to go myself. Even now, at the age of 23, some things never change. You'd be downstairs before bed, so I'd take any opportunity to find comfort in your space. And you'd come up and say, Sumaya, and I know that I know what did I say. Oh, I knew that my time was up. I needed to go to my room. We're doing our best to look after Mummy, but you know that she was a tough cookie. I can't fathom the fact I have to live the rest of my life without you, but I know you are in Allah's care. I hope you have found your peace, and I pray Allah has given and showed you His mercy. Since you've gone, I found my peace and closeness in God. It's like He's given us all this peace, that you are under His care. You're down the road, so you're never too far away, and I know that you're waiting for when we reunite again. I can't wait to see you in Jannah, and we're all going to run to you. That will be the best day ever. Thank you for everything. I love you forever. So fucking hard.
That was so beautiful.
Oh, it's so hard though. Damn. God.
Just think of how proud he is. And you're probably thinking, that's my Samira.
Oh, God.
And he's just preparing where he is now for when you guys come.
I know.
And I bet he can't wait to show you how beautiful it is. He can't say too much now, but...
Yeah. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't realise you were still there. So yeah, we read our letters. So Kelsey, how did it feel for you writing it? Like, what emotions were you?
You know what it is that, like I said in our previous episode, I've like wrote to my dad so many times that like I just felt, even now, even doing it for like, I don't know, say like the 20th time, I just can't even put into words what I want to say. I want to tell him everything, and I just feel so like I shouldn't be doing this. Like, it doesn't, why am I writing him a letter? I should just be telling him in person. And it just makes it feel so much more real, I feel like. What about yourself?
I was writing it, and at the beginning I was just like, what do I even want to say? Because like you, I want to tell him so much. I feel like so much has happened, but then so much has not happened.
Yeah.
And I was like writing it. I was like, don't cry while I'm writing it. Like, I know I was going to cry when I was reading it.
Yeah.
But like, even like writing it, I just felt so, I don't know. I think at one point I was just starting to like, I just got it shake a little bit inside, but it was hard. It's because I haven't spoken up like for you. Like, you wrote a few times, haven't you?
Yeah.
That was the first time me actually like putting into words what I'd want to say to him. So I found it really hard. Really hard, but really relieving.
Though, yeah. And I think it is like, I know obviously you go through like the processing it when you're in the house and stuff like that, but I think when you actually physically then write it down,
it's just like,
it really brings it to the surface.
Yeah. It's like, damn, this is real.
Nothing you can write will ever get out what you actually want to say.
Yeah, I know.
Because like even now, like as I'm sitting there thinking, oh, you know, I could have like I wish I would have said this to him, and I wish I would have said that to him. But I feel like that is so in line with like real life as well. It's like now that he's not here, things pop in my head. I'm like, oh, I wish I said this. I wish I said that. I wish I said this. Like, even I just wrote a letter, and I still even feel like that after a letter. Like, oh, I wish I would have said this in my letter. I wish I would have said that in my letter.
But I think in whatever's in your heart, he knows.
Yeah.
Already. What do you think our dads would say if they had heard what we'd just said?
I think for one, he'd say, "Oh, Kelsey, stop it." He'd be like, "Stop it," because my dad's one of those people as well that like any sort of attention on him is like great attention. Like, he loved that, and like I feel like he'd just be like, I think he'd get upset even me saying that, because I was his little girl. Like, he loved me so much, and I'm his only daughter. Like, anything that upset me upset him, and I think naturally he'd just want to squeeze you, because he just was such like a squeezy person. But yeah, I think he'd just be like, oh, Kelsey, I just want to give me a big hug. What about yourself?
I think my dad would be like, Maya, shut up. Like, not in a nasty way, but like, my dad was very like, he was affectionate in his own way, but he'd not really like express it. He wasn't very expressive. I know that my dad, like, he'd have my back any time, but he'd be like, you know, just be strong, like, that's it. Like, he'd always kind of remind us to just be strong no matter the circumstance or no matter what would happen. But yeah, maybe he'd give me a little hug as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he'd be proud of how we're kind of trying to hold it together. I think, yeah. So we can go on to, obviously we've read our letters. We can do some questions.
Yeah.
So what would you say what were the values that your dad taught you, or lessons that have stayed with you?
Do you know what one thing that's like stayed with me as well, like more so now that he's not here as well, is that like I used to always be, and I still am, there's still parts of me of being like someone that I wanted to please other people, like, you know, I just want other people to like, well, to feel like, what's the word?
Validation.
Yeah. And he always taught me, like, forget that. You are who you are, and if people don't like it, they don't deserve your presence. And I think that is like, now I feel that so intensely when he's not been here, is that is one thing that I stick by now. If people aren't worth my time, I'm not going to waste my time on them, because you only get a limited time in this world. Why waste it trying to fit in with what someone else wants you to be? And I think that's a big thing. And he did not care what other people thought of him. He doesn't. He lived this world for him.
Yeah.
It was Mark's world, we're just living it.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, like, he was very stubborn as well. And maybe I do get a little bit of that from him. Whether that's like, sometimes it has its pros and its cons. That I'm very much, it sometimes takes me some time to come around to the fact that, okay, maybe I'm a little bit in the wrong.
Yeah.
But it definitely has its pros. And I do think that, like, one of the big things about my dad, he had a massive heart, and he had so much to give. And not to make my head swell, I think I have took that on from him, and I think that's a quality that I've taken from him, is that I do have so much to give, and the people that I love and I care for, I want to give them the absolute world, and that doesn't matter if it takes away from me. Like, I'm such a giving person. I'd rather go without if it meant that the people I love, I could see them happy and I could see them thriving. What about yourself?
Probably my dad's, like the same with you. If somebody doesn't deserve your presence, you're not going to go overboard and try and like make them like you, because he was like that as well. Like, if you don't like me, then you don't like me. I don't care. And also, like, when it comes to like arguments and stuff, like, I think before my dad passed away, I was kind of like, I'm just going to leave it person. You know, they're not worth my time. I'm not going to fight with you. My dad was very much like that as well. So I think that was like a big like lesson that I've learned since his passing. Like, it's just not worth it.
No.
Like, why am I gonna like fight with you? Why am I gonna entertain you? I can just walk away. And every time my dad would just walk away. Yeah. Because what have you actually got to lose if you walk away? It's more you're saving your own peace. Yeah. Rather than fighting with somebody who's not gonna listen.
You learn that not everything needs a reaction.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Would I say there's anything else? I think that's it. Yeah, just
not to take it away from you. I think from outside, being your friend and being someone that's around you quite, I'd say that you're quite selfless, and I feel like from being around your dad as well, like, he was very like a selfless person.
But that's like you though as well. That's like you, your whole family, your mum, your brothers, everybody. Like, you're not. You mean to go as you go on. Like, you are who you are, basically. You're not. You don't put up this front. You don't act like you're this way and then behind my back you're this way. Like, no.
I feel like literally, I think that's just like a thing, like with you, and like, as soon as I come into your house, like, I feel like I'm at home. And he possessed those traits, and so do you, and so does all your family. I walk to the house, and, you know, like, I feel
got
like
the samosas ready there, got the biryani there, like, we're like Queen Kelsey's
I can literally just sit down and I fit right in.
Okay, so what's one thing you'd want your dad to know today? Right now, at this very moment in time, what would you want Mark to know?
God. Do you know what? I don't know.
I don't know. Anything.
Maybe I'd literally want to tell him about not even about like I'd want to say to him like right now, like maybe about like my I don't know like how well my mum's doing in a way of like Dad, you won't believe what Mum's done since she's not been here. All them things that you didn't think she was listening to, she's done it. Like I know you might have argued about decorating and that when you were here. Like, this is the way to do it. She was listening. She was listening. She might not have told you then, but she was listening. And she's literally a mini you now. Like, everything you've taught her, she's listened. And she is like Dad as well as Mum right now. I think that's what I'd want to tell him. Because, like, obviously, my mum is the love of his life. And I feel like before myself, I'd say something about her because this is the woman that you love and the woman that you created this life with. She's took on so much from you. And this is how much she loved you that she trusts your word. What about yourself?
I'd say honestly the same. Like, Mummy's doing okay. Like, you know, she... like you said, like she's taken on that role as well. Mummy, which always says it. I mean, Mum and your dad now, you know, like she's got it. But she is. I know she's only as strong as she says she was, and she's always like, you know, well, I have to stay strong for my children, and you know, as long as you guys are okay, I'm okay. But I'm like, no, Mummy, like we worry about you. Like how you worry about us, we worry about you. But I know she's okay, and I think another thing I'd want him to know is.
Sun's in my eyes.
That we're trying our best, you know, we're doing what we can, but we're finding it. I think as I'm getting older and as the further time goes, I'm finding it so much harder.
Yeah, I'm
finding it so much harder.
I find that
because it's like I want you back here. Like, how have you? Why have you gone? You know.
But you know what it is? It's like you feel. People obviously say, oh, cliche, like as time goes on, it'll get better. For me, I've always found that as time's gone on, it's got so much harder because I'm further away from seeing your face. Like I'm further away from the last moment I shared with you. You know, you don't know how long you've got left in this world. What are you saying? Like I could have like another 60 years of missing you before I have to see you again. Like I feel like it gets harder because you're further away from that person. Then at the same time, also you don't want to be morbid, but am I closer to seeing them?
Yeah.
And that's what you have to think like that way around to like flip it so it's not so it doesn't feel so bad. It's like, you know, maybe I'm a bit closer to seeing them. But it doesn't make it any easier.
I think another thing I've learned is I'm not really that scared of death anymore.
No.
I think seeing it like that is just like, okay.
I think that's why you fear it so much before, is because everyone you love is here. And then when you lose somebody so close to you, you're like, oh, okay, they're there. They're going to be there when I go, so I don't have to be scared. But obviously when everyone is here and you haven't lost somebody so close to you, you're like, well, I am scared of death because I don't ever want to be away from these people.
Yeah.
And from this, but, you know.
I think knowing that you have someone there, it's like, yeah, okay, let's go.
Like, I know that when my time comes, he's going to be there and he'll have open arms and...
Like, no way!
Yeah. And do you know what as well? Like, I just think that everywhere we went, when we used to go, even like before he got poorly, like if we went anywhere and he knew, I feel like everyone knew him. We'd go to like B&Q or something and he'd bump into someone, you know, he'd be like, this is my daughter, Kelsey, and you know, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm so proud of her, this and that. So I feel like he'd be doing that as soon as I get there. I wouldn't catch a break.
Yeah, but that
no,
he was just proud. You
know,
how that proudness.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been our episode.
It was a little bit of a raw one.
Yeah, proper raw one, Cosette.
But
we hope you find
comfort
in this episode. And yeah, I mean, if you're going through grief yourself, I think it's a really good idea to write something just to let you feel. Not
even if you don't say it out loud.
Yeah, just write it.
Like I journaled for a while, and it helped. Not saying that it helps for everybody, but you know, you need to use the things that you have around you.
You dirty batch. Anyway, thank you for watching.
That one was for you, Dad.
Bye.
Double it and pass it to the next.